As of 2019, more than 5.6 million Palestinians were registered with the UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Work Agency for Palestinian refugees in the Near East, of which more than 1.5 million live in UNRWA-run camps. I mentioned privilege in my first part of this series, and in order for us to feel grateful, let's take a look at Palestinian refugees to understand how privileged we really are. Many Palestinian refugees hold travel documents instead of real passports. For those of you who don't know what these are, they look like passports. But these documents declare that the person holding this document is not a citizen of the country that issued them. As always, I don't want to talk about politics, but I'm going to try to make a point here. Before 1967, these documents were issued in some countries for refugees from Gaza, the West Bank, and other parts of North Palestine. In many cases, these individuals need permission to come back to their countries if they left to go study or work outside. Also, they aren't always allowed to work or study in the same countries issuing these documents, as they are not citizens. Also, in some cases, they are not allowed to leave the refugee camp, nor are outsiders allowed to enter these camps. So as a Palestinian refugee, you can't go to a decent school outside of this camp, nor get a decent job. Many of the people in these camps have been waiting for over 70 years to go back home, stuck in the land that they are not allowed to call home. And for those of them who are lucky enough to get a chance to work abroad and make better lives for themselves, it could be very difficult sometimes to renew their work visas, or even get a visa to a country where they can travel on vacation, God forbid. Palestinians holding travel documents have gotten used to being stranded at airports for extra security screening way before 9/11. Please be patient with me as I'm trying to prove a point about Arabs in America. So let's continue. The right of return, or haqq al-awda, is a principle in international law which guarantees everyone's right of voluntary return or re-entry to their country of origin or of citizenship. The right of return is a part of a broader human rights concept and freedom of movement, and is also related to the legal concept of nationality. But what will Palestinians return to? Occupation or apartheid? Or maybe something worse? Now, do you guys feel privileged yet? So when these international refugees hear about countries like the USA, Canada, or Europe, where citizens of these countries can travel almost anywhere without visas, get a pension, health insurance, have the right to own a home and work, and avail whatever minimum advantages there is to being a citizen of this country, the obvious choice is to want to move there. And in the early 70s is when my parents decided to move to New York to pursue the American dream. The American dream is the idea by which equality of opportunity is available to any American, allowing the highest aspirations and goals to be achieved. Although more than half of American adults